to reduce the amount of methane that has been emitted, or to harvest what has been emitted using various technologies and turn them into opportunities that can benefit society. And so, some processes are just natural, that we know. The feeding of cattle that results in methane production, it's a natural process because we have to eat meat. And so, in the process of digesting the grasses they eat, methane is produced. Paddy rice feed, in the process of growing rice in swamps, methane is generated. And of course, the other sources from oil and gas, oil activities, those are also natural cycles. So we have to think in two directions, either reducing emission or harvesting what has been emitted and turn them into opportunities. And so, the slide. This is just a preamble of the project, just to give you, for those of you who have not been with us before, this is a summary of what the project is all about. To raise awareness among stakeholders and policymakers through multi-sectoral approach. 2, to provide CSOs, media, and other stakeholders with advocacy tools for methane reduction. And 3, to maintain the momentum of the methane abatement program through ongoing advocacy, research, and of course, impact evaluation. Next slide. Just make it quick. Actions we've taken so far, we've had a roundtable in Port Harcourt in March, a workshop in Asaba in April, and then a survey is going on methane, climate change, and of course, participants are drawn from different sectors of the economy, CSOs, government agencies, representatives of the academia, and communities. Right here we have the Abatement community people. Next slide. What lessons have we learned so far? On the roundtable, workshop, and engagement we've had, we've learned a lot of lessons. So these are lessons learned so far. In Asaba, a researcher from the animal sciences made us understand that feeding cattle with certain concentrate, in fact, manipulating their diets to take in less grass, leads to a reduction in the amount of methane that cow generates. 2, we also have found from our conversations across the 4 states we are doing this project that equipment for measuring methane are not available. In fact, in Delta State, the State Environmental Protection Agency made us understand that they only measure air quality. They don't have any modern equipment for measuring air quality. Research institutions are also not endowed with facilities for methane measurement. But a private lab in Warri made us understand that they have the capability for measuring methane emissions. There is absence of modern abattoirs with facilities for measuring and harvesting methane from slaughtered cow. There's also absence of modern waste management facilities across the Niger Delta region for the harvesting of methane. Remember I did say at the beginning that it is either we're reducing methane emission or we're harvesting what has been emitted. So with regard to reduction, manipulating the feed of cow can help to reduce what they produce. So next slide. The achievements, mobilization of CSOs in the 4 states, Delta, Rivers, Cross River, and Akwa Ibom. Discovery of biodigestion manufacturing in Delta State in Asaba is right here. We're making a presentation after me. Creating awareness and sensitizing stakeholders. We've done press releases on major media outlets such as MTA. Next slide. These are press releases, MTA Asaba, MTA Asaba Tribune, Business, okay, next slide. Business Day, email. These are, so these are a lot more anyway, but these are just clips of what we have done so far. We're also measuring the social media trends, the likes, the comments that we're having on social media handle to determine the engagements that the impact we're having in that direction. Next slide. So the research we're doing focuses on lessons learned from the roundtable Port Harcourt workshop, from presentations, from comments. We have also of that to developing a research instrument. It's also influenced by a study that has been done by the Global Methane Hub, the first international survey that has been done there. Global Methane Hub is based in Chile, Santiago, Chile. So they did the research. This is the link to the research. You can check it out. Nigeria happened to be one of the countries that were involved in that survey relating to climate change, methane awareness, and all of that. 750 participants from Nigeria participated in the online survey. We are building on the outcome of that survey to also run an online survey, also involving hard copies of survey questionnaires to examine issues related to methane, climate change, people awareness about harvesting of methane for biogas, and all of that. Next slide. So the objective of the research include one, let's take note of this very important because it will guide our understanding as to what actions are coming after this gathering. Determine the knowledge about global warming, determine what people know about methane, sensitize on climate change, methane and biogas digester, determine the willingness to purchase and use biogas digester, determine the available local technologies for harvesting methane, create awareness on methane abatement using the questionnaire, and then establish people's awareness of local capacity for technology that will be used to harvest methane to provide energy. Next slide. Issues of research interest, like global warming, awareness of methane, climate change, the biodigester, just the bullet point of what we were saying previously. Next slide. So, this is the hard copy of the questionnaire that we put in out there. In the questionnaire, we have a picture of the biodigester, a portable one, that helps the respondent to have an insight into what the biodigester looks like. So they can make the connection between the biodigester itself, the digestive component, and then the generation of gas to feed the gas burner. So it's something they can visualize, not imagine. And then it helps to guide the response they're going to provide regarding what they know about methane for biogas, and then the benefits of biogas from what they have seen. In the last part of the questionnaire, it's a 2-page questionnaire. There's another picture of the biogas digester that provides additional information. Next slide. This is a copy of the online version. It's on Google Form. We'll be sharing the link to you after now, so you can also join in the online survey. The online survey has more pictorial than the hard copy. The hard copy is just 2-page, back and forth. But the online has more images to guide the, to create awareness, to sensitize the stakeholder. For those who don't know anything about methane, next slide. So here, this first picture is of climate change, the causes of climate change and consequences. Second slide, you have a biodigester in a farm, a biodigester at home. Methane gas as it is, very bluish, the most blue form of gas. Next slide. Oh, there's a slide that should have been here. There's a slide that should have been here. Sorry, it's not here, but that slide has a picture of methane in terms of the chemical form, CH4. Four atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of carbon. So those who have insight into sciences, those who did intermediate science, they can recall that yes, this is what an atom structure looks like, and then knowing that it contains 4 elements of hydrogen and 1 element of 1 atom of carbon, will let them know what the gas is all about. So this is the brief of the actions we have taken, the accomplishments we have, and the expectations of actions, further actions that will come. We'll be building on the feedback we're going to get from esteemed people like you in response to the online survey to build policy actions, to also relax advocacy messages that will be churned out to government and other stakeholders. The response from the hard copy we've done so far, I've done 2 pilots in Delta State that have been quite enriching. It happens that we submit the questionnaires with teachers, civil servants, students in hostels, in universities, and of course, people in the private sector, and then household, women groups, because from the household, we talk about household waste, which can be converted into energy. And then the cattle dealers in Asaba and Warri, we're engaging them. They were part of the workshop in Asaba, and they were quite excited when they get to know that it is possible for them to have a biogas digester that they convert their waste and cow dung into energy source to drive the community where they live. We didn't put this image here, but in Asaba cattle market in Oko, there is a stretch of cattle dung that is more than a year old. It's over 500 meters long, the heap of cow dung. So they are excited about how they can convert that into energy. I want to thank you for listening, and please, when we send you the link to the online form for the questionnaire, please remind us audience to just click. There is only one or two places you need to type in something. Where we ask for your email, and where we ask, there's a short question about occupation. Maybe 3 short questions. The rest are just click. So it's fun. Just click, let's click, and then click submit, and then we're done. Thank you very much for your time.